I'm back. I got told to move my camera. I'm moving the camera. All right, let's get our boy Todd on. Then we're going to jump right back into some more interviews. Dude, we got a couple barn burners to talk about, so let me get him on here real fast.
What's up?
Todd.
Sir.
Dude, so we got some interesting news.
What is
we have officially broken another KBBT record.
What's that?
Bobby Moran has just made the longest lake jump in tournament history. Bobby Moran.
He needed to after day one.
No, he fished this morning at one area, and then and he is currently driving 350 miles, 5.5 hours to a different body of water to fish.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Not only that, but we got some barn burners. The A-Team Fishing Alive event has moved up into the 4th place overall, 185 1/4. Matthew Conant has thrown up 17.5 inches worth of cold fish today.
Yep. Derek and Matt were both on them on the Susky yesterday. Matthew was, in 2nd place for a while and then ended up, I think, getting 3rd place or something like that. So those guys definitely figured out the Susquehanna down there in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Well, I mean, that is an incredible story there. I'm going to go ahead and add Derek in here just for a second just to find out what he feels about that. And then we're going to touch base with Tommy Thompson, who we haven't had on camera yet today. And go over some of these other teams. Derek, DB.
Can you hear me?
Bro, your partner is crushing it.
What's going on?
Do you realize from your partner's yesterday total to today, he has put up 17.5 inches of cold fish?
Yeah, he's killing it.
He's at 96 inches at a live event. That's crazy. I don't know what he's got for. He's at 96 for the weekend. I don't know what he's got for the day, but you got to think he just completely wiped out his yesterday's total.
I don't know what he's got for today, but
I'll look.
Check.
I'll look, Derek. I'll look for you.
All right, perfect. He just got a 16.5. I know that.
Mr. Kid,
KBF on the Susky. The leader. Derek Brundle, you're in 3rd with 85 1/4. You're an inch behind Jody Queen and an inch and a quarter behind Durborough from Pennsylvania.
Where's Conan at?
76 inches. He's got a 16.5, 16.5, 15 1/4, 15, and 12.75.
All right, he's got to get that 12.75 taken care of.
Yeah, if he can call up about 4 inches on it, that'll put him up into the top 5, right there with Matt Ball.
You know what? I think we have. Hold on. I think Attorney X has made a mistake here.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I know that he's behind.
Yeah, because I don't know if he's called any fish with those totals.
You know what? He's. You know what? Here's the weird part about this. You go to team standings, and he's got 96 3/4. You go to angler standings, he's got 81.5.
Yeah, so one of his fish is still in there that should have been called out.
Right, it's just showing up on the team event. It hasn't pushed it out yet. Dadgummit, boy, I tell you what, I've been raising Cain about that guy all day.
Yeah, because 16.5 is big.
My good guys, we just had a huge move. Old Town Catch Crew, Ben Steele has now got a 5-fish limit at 82 3/4, pushing their total to 166 3/4. Only, less than 11 inches behind Hookers for Hire. there's a ball game going down.
How's Worcester doing today? Are they getting them or what?
You know, they're still at a 0 for the weekend.
I should have kept my 100-inch win. Dang it.
I tell you what I'm going to do, Derek. You know, you're more than welcome to stay on and keep fishing with us. I know that you carry 16 phones and 4 different battery chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Tommy Thompson on camera with you because he hasn't been on today.
Okay.
So we're going to get him on the phone. We're at least going to give him a shout anyways.
He's trying to pull off some heroics here at the end.
Conrad, I've seen your question. I'll answer it momentarily. Give me just a second here. I don't want to be talking. There we go. Tommy T! I hear music.
There's another dent in the motor guide.
I ain't got your camera, Tommy. There we go. It's coming through now. Oh, he's switching lakes.
I am.
Tommy, tell us a little bit about your morning, buddy. You guys are bringing it closer and closer with every cold fish.
I got a lake that I'm headed to now, about 50 miles from here.
I can't hear him. Can you?
I had to mute Derek just for a second because of the wind. We can unmute him here momentarily. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, I had a pretty good bite all morning. Upgraded one fish. It stormed pretty bad, looked like tornadoes and stuff, and it rained pretty hard. The bite stayed strong the whole time. Caught a lot of fish. As soon as the sun came out, the bite turned off. I'm traveling about 50 miles from here to a lake that sets up pretty good for that.
Right on, right on. Well, I tell you what, buddy, you know, you guys are getting close. Your partner's put up a solid limit now. Now all it is about what can you guys do to get a couple big fish in it. Have you talked to Matthew today?
I have. I just got off the phone with him.
He caught a 21.
Yeah, he's going to stay on the water until I get on the water, and then he's going to switch lakes to another big lake with big fish in it. We're gonna try for a fourth quarter comeback.
Right on, buddy. Well, best of luck to both of you. We'll try hollering you back on as long as later, a couple of hours, as long as we're still on the air, and see if we can get you some on the water time. If not, we'll holler at you this evening in the award ceremony, one way or the other.
Awesome, bro. Call Matt. He's looking forward to talking to you guys.
Right on. We'll do.
Go get him, Tommy.
All right, bud. Bye.
See ya.
So it'll let me mute Derek, but it won't let me unmute Derek.
Yeah, he has to do that.
No rush, Derek, whenever you feel like it, buddy. Let me see if I can find Matthew Barnes.
Just touch your phone, Matt, or Derek, and unmute yourself.
How's that?
Yep, you're good. We muted you because of wind.
Yeah, F you.
So I'm gonna say something. Yesterday I said that it was over at 175 and 0.75 or 175.50. I didn't think that Tommy Thompson and Matthew Barnes were going to get there, but they're only a quarter inch out of that total. And that 21 inch that Matt Barnes put up today was humongous for them.
Right?
If Tommy or Matt can find another fish like that, they're literally right in the game.
I mean, that's all it takes. And to answer Conrad's question there, Bobby Big Gun Morin fished an early morning bite, realized there was no fish where he was at, and he is currently in the process of driving 350 miles, 5.5 hours to another body of water he hopes to finish strong in. That's what you call a Hail Mary. That's an all or nothing move.
He don't play. He doesn't play.
No, he doesn't. He's going out. I just sent Matthew Barnes a message. We're going to wait on him. William Kennan is not going to be on the water today. Also, we've got William Frentress
Man,
and Katie.
that's
William Frentress and Katie Williams are getting off the water as well. Wind, heat, and humidity a factor.
well. There goes my chance at 4 200s.
And what do you guys think, both of you? What do you think about this Doug Wilson 105.5 and John Halem at 42?
I think Doug's got to be praying to God.
Derek, I got to ask, because you're one of the most level-headed people I've ever gotten the chance to meet and talk to. If you put up 105 3/4 this weekend and Conant put up 42 inches, would you be upset?
On the same body of water.
What would I do?
What would you do?
I'd be telling him to come where I am. Fish right here.
I think Doug was kind of doing that yesterday. He was telling him where to throw, what to throw, and everything.
I did it this morning. Matt got up there and his bike kind of shut off. I said, man, it's on fire. Get down here.
That's what I got to tell you, that's what I would do straight up. Hey, look, dude, I can't call anymore. Get over here. Here's my rod. Throw that way.
Like, come get it, dude. You know what I mean? Come lemon out.
Conrad Benetti's not on the water today.
Yeah, well, he said that he wasn't going to. That's why I said as soon as dad and daughter basically forfeited by getting off, the Barbarians don't have to do anything else. So unless they're out there fun fishing, that was a team that I was thinking would hit that 200-inch mark. So now I'm rooting for
It's gonna get ugly.
Rooting on Biscuit Brothers now to come through here. Charner and Matt. You lost a what?
I might have lost a piece of the prop on that one.
Oh.
I saw. Did you see Ken Wood's post on Facebook, Derek?
No.
He showed the bottom of his kayak and he said, "Screw the Susquehanna River."
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bring on Gary Stevens and Tim Gurley. And
Are they winning? Or they
are currently winning. They're currently winning. Yes.
Are they the ones that are facing Old Town?
They are. They're less than. They're only got a 10-inch lead. Gary.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. You with us, Gary?
Yeah.
I don't have your camera just yet, buddy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We can hear you. Just can't see you. There you go.
Bingo. What's going on? What's going on, Gary Bear? You're crushing it today.
Yeah.
94.5 is what I'm showing on the team page. Is that correct?
That's solid.
It is 94.5 with a 20.5-inch kicker along with a 20 1/4 and still a 16 1/4 to Cole. You've got the perfect bag set up.
God, dude. Yeah. Just drag a Texas rig through some wood.
We got Mr. Derek Brundle on camera fishing the Susky live as well. So we've got a hammer from Iowa and a hammer everywhere he goes. Oh, we got Tim on the phone too. Looks like Tim's packing it in.
Oh, Timmy.
What's happening?
You fishing, Tim?
No, I was about ready to make a move.
Gotcha, okay. You want to tell us a little bit about your morning, buddy? You did good today, too.
Yeah, I got a couple upgrades. But no, it started a little rough over here. I wasn't expecting the thunderstorm and lightning on me.
Did you get your 12-pack you won from Tommy Thompson?
Not yet. He still owes me that, and I could use it.
Yeah, right. We're gonna keep mentioning it on live until he pays up.
Oh, he'll pay. He's good for it.
Yeah, he is.
He'll just buy a 24-pack and drink 12 with you.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how it'll go. Then we'll run out and go get 12 more.
I need to hang out in Iowa. Well, Tim, if you wanna holler at us when you're on the water, buddy, that ain't no problem, homie. We don't want to get in your way of moving.
All righty, I'll talk to you guys here in a little bit.
Later,
Yeah,
buddy.
be safe.
All right.
All right.
Is Silas going to get an upgrade and give them 200?
I don't think it's going to be Silas. I think it's going to be Tim.
You don't think Silas is going to hop up off that 96.5?
I don't think Silas pumps up today.
They only need a half-inch upgrade to get that 200.
Yeah, I know. I think before this teams thing is done with, Derek Brundle and Conan are going to hit 200.
I know, man. We'll see what happens, but.
Where are you at next week? Where are you at next weekend, Derek? You guys traveling again, or are you at home?
Well, we're not doing it till the 11th or something, right?
Oh, that's right, July 4th. Yep.
Yeah,
So
July
it'll be 2 weeks.
We'll be at home. I have one of the trails that I direct. We have a tournament on the 11th.
Is that on a good body of water you feel pretty confident on?
Oh! You guys hear that?
Gee, shipwreck.
I thought I got it taking a beating today.
Hey, if your motor guide breaks, I'll buy it from you for cheap.
He's already got a new one. That's his backup now.
Oh, hold on, coming in hot. Hold on. Oh. I tell you what,
Lord.
I showed Marcus what I'm fishing in, and I'm in 6 inches of water right now, and I'm high and dry. Trying to wiggle my way off of it. Well, it's good. I seen that thing coming. It could have been real ugly. I ended up swimming in the Susky on that one.
Been fishing, Derek. You been fishing pretty clean, or you missed some?
I missed a few this morning, but that happens with top water, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a chunk missing out of the prop.
Gary, how about you, buddy? You been fishing clean today, or have it been hit and miss?
I've only missed one bite.
Nice. That's a good way to be.
I guess the one good thing I can say is that I haven't lost any that I cooked. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've had some blow-ups that I missed that were definitely my fault. I should have waited till I felt the bite, but a little too much excitement. You know how that goes.
So what's the team score difference between A team and their opponent?
170 and a quarter. $170.25.
Hey Todd, you got time to look at KBF results real quick for me before they shut down? Oh, they might have already shut down. Never mind.
They're not shut down yet. Are they?
It's over at 1, so they're probably shutting it down any minute.
I'm looking for you.
Yeah, see if you can get in there for them.
Did I make it? I made it. I'm in.
Nice.
Derek, you're actually tied for third, but you got big bass.
Good.
You need a 1-inch upgrade to catch Jody Queen. You have a bigger bass than Jody Queen, so you would take second place with a 1-inch upgrade.
So I need a 17 or better.
Yeah, your small fish is a 16. If you got a 17 and a quarter, you would win the tournament. On big fish, you would tie.
All right, time for a big one. Come on!
We can watch Derek Brundle get an 1 and a quarter upgrade here and win the tournament last second.
We could watch Gary Stevens catch a 23-incher and just solidify the fact that he's going on next week.
Yeah, boom, boom.
I got
Come on, baby.
They're sitting on. I'm kind of waiting on it for a little bit.
Conrad Benetti said Jason Denise just caught a double-digit bass, and it was 25-inch plus. But given Conrad's history, I'll believe it when I see it.
I gotta see that. Come on, don't be playing with us right now. Don't play with our hearts.
No joke.
Is there a big bass side pot in this tournament?
I don't know. I really honestly do not know.
I don't either. We need directed.
An option for it.
There was?
I don't think there was an option for it.
Oh, okay.
I would have
Welcome
donated.
to Tucumcari, New Mexico.
All right, so we tried Tim Rodman earlier. He didn't answer. We talked to Silas, talked to Robert Brown. Jesse Wade catch a 19-incher on Robert Brown's phone. Conrad's not on the water. Let's go ahead and ring Jason Denise and just see if he's available. We got room for one more angler here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, motor guy's taking a beat.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm more excited. I don't know if I'm more excited to see him catch a fish or go in the water.
Oh, I'm not going. I'm nimble like a cat, bro. Like a cat.
It's hilarious.
Hey, I hit one last night or yesterday morning coming out in the dark. Full bore, like 3.5, 3.6 miles an hour. I hit one dead square in the center of the motor housing. Almost threw me out of the boat.
Woo-wee, that's nerve-wracking right there.
It's hairy coming out here in the dark, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It is hairy. It's hairy out here in the sunlight.
Yeah, that 18.75 could do a miracle for you, Derek.
Oh,
It's got you on tiebreakers versus everybody in the top 5.
I don't think I have a Skype for Jason Denise.
Yeah, I've never called him on Skype.
Oh, come on.
This is Gary's chance for a second fish on camera. Rundle's chance for a third fish on camera. I do not have a Skype. I do not have a Skype for Jay Denise.
Stay cloudy. Stay cloudy. Stay cloudy for 25 more minutes.
So let's go ahead and bring on Charner Williams.
$11:30. Just past halfway through day 2 in Central. They need an act of God.
Oh yeah, when you're trying to call 15 inches from high 180s to 200s, that takes some serious fish.
Yes, it do.
Come on.
Gary.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you a question. If you and your partner were on the same body of water and you were sitting at 105 and your partner's at 42, what do you do?
Tell him to get the hell wherever I am.
We have 2 answers that are the same.
3, I agreed.
Oh, I agree too. So we got 4 then.
We got a
sweet.
Where everyone fishes down here or up here, or wherever you guys are. I don't know where you guys are at. Everything's it's fairly close. Maybe a 2-hour drive at the most. So it ain't much for them to friggin' pick up and come haul ass wherever their partner is.
What a tough reveal show that could be tonight if they go home.
Well, we're calling Doug Wilson right now. We'll see if he answers.
Oh, he ain't.
I want to know. I want to pick his brain. That just Oh man, that was.
So are you allowed to cast and then hand the other angler the pole? As long as they set the hook and reel it in?
I don't know if that's legal or not. Derek's in a sweat bath today. I don't think I've seen Derek wipe his brow this much ever.
What I do?
It looked like you're wiping sweat off your head.
It's boiling hot here, dude. It's probably 90, 91 degrees.
I had to move inside myself.
That's crazy. I'm down here in Amarillo, Texas, northern New Mexico area. It's 78 degrees, breezy, and it feels amazing out.
Oh, man. Oh, another piece of light.
Doug Wilson's not picking up the phone. Let's try Danny Gann and see what he thinks about his partner driving 5.5 hours after a morning fish bite that did not happen.
What is the scoreboard update for Smoking Guns and Ugly Duck? What are they facing? Ugly Ducklings, or who are they facing?
Ugly Ducklings has an 11-inch lead.
And Ugly Ducklings is who again? Is that Pendergraph?
That's Pendergraph and Huffman. Danny Gann might be unavailable. He might be in a bad service spot. I'll try him again. I don't know if it ever even rang through.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute my camera. I'll be right back.
All right. You're gonna mute your camera or mute your mic? I know you can mute a camera.
Todd can do whatever he wants, buddy.
Oh. Hey, look, I'm just watching. You know, it's crazy. You're watching from this angle, watching both of you. The similarities in everything that you two do is uncanny. The way that you guys are both just sitting there cranking, you're going at a high speed. It looks like you're both covering water. Oh, we got Danny Gann on camera.
Yeah, I'm going to go get me some lunch and then head back out.
Buddy,
What's up, boys?
You've had a phenomenal day today, Danny.
Yeah, I had a better day than that. I got a 19 1/4 that I stuck her in the tongue and she was bleeding real bad. So I took 3 quick pictures, checked the measurement of the tail, checked the identifier, and threw her back. And I don't have a picture of the fence in it all.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it is what it is. But, you know, I just got off the phone with Bobby. He's about 100 miles from where he can go fish again. So,
how do you feel about that, knowing your partner was not on fish and decided to run 5.5 hours, 350 miles just to make sure he did everything he could do to make sure y'all fish next weekend?
Yeah, he's dedicated, man. I tell you, I told him, I said, I love the competition, but win or lose, it's all about having fun, being on the water, talking, meeting people, and fishing. So, I really don't care whether we win or not. I told him, I said, look, do what you got to do, man. It ain't, it's not a big deal either way. So, but yeah, he packed that and was gone.
I don't know if anyone else seen that, but Gary just nailed his rods on a tree. I just wanted to make sure nobody missed that. Oh, it's a power pole. Well, Derek's fishing a landmine, and Gary's over here fishing a little bit slower, working a Texas rig. Last he told us, but Derek's covering some ground, trying to find one more keeper for a possible first place finish in the Susky today.
Nice.
Never stop casting.
Unless you gotta leave for lunch on a 12-hour day.
Exactly.
Well, Danny, if you want to,
I'm too old to skip lunch, so.
I'm too fat to skip lunch. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
It's just hot out here today. The heat's killing me. It was 97 yesterday. I don't know what the feel like was, but it's hot today too. So
Well, Danny, holler at us when you get back on the water, buddy, and good luck to you and Bobby today.
All right, Mark.
Thanks, buddy.
Good luck, guys.
I think the best part of the day is I've never fished this lake in my life.
Oh my God, I just had a giant follow it in. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
Make him come back, Derek. Make him come back to it.
Well, he saw the boat and was like, I'm headed out of the Susky down to the Potomac.
Well, you guys are just fishing away. You got your cameras in perfect angles, so I'm just going to let you guys keep doing your thing while we bring anglers on periodically. That's what everybody wants to see is people fishing, and that's exactly what you guys are doing. So y'all just keep doing your thing.
Roger that.
Hopefully one of you catches a stud on camera.
Oh man, I need one right now.
We're ringing up Jesse Wade from Big Fat Sledgehammers. The other half. Both of them are killing it today. I still cannot. Oh, we do have Jesse. The man that currently has the largest fish caught on camera for the event. How is it feeling today, buddy?
It's good. I just hit a slight low point, but just watched a guy with a beetle spin thump a 5-pounder in front of me.
The beetle, try out a beetle spin.
You can never go fishing without a beetle spin in your box. That's just bad juju.
I don't even own one.
Well, if you had one, that fish would have came out the water after.
No.
Is Robert still out there, Jesse, or did he pack it in?
No. I just saw him. He's out here with me still.
Right on. He's still chasing that last quarter inch, huh?
Yeah. They're definitely out here. I mean, we just got a little bit of cloud cover, so things are picking up. I think I'm going to start throwing some moving baits.
Right on. Well, I knew that you told us yesterday you were holding your phone. That's the reason I didn't call you earlier. You were on fish. Figured I would give you a chance to come on camera today and talk a little bit before you got back at it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I actually have X grips sitting in my truck that I decided to leave at the ramp.
Well, that's okay. They'll be ready for next weekend, won't they?
If we make it there, I'm not counting my chickens just yet.
Right on to that, brother. Well, anything you want to say to anybody out there before I let you get back at it?
I think there's a guy down in Florida that if we take a vote, I think it'd be unanimous, needs to be checked for performance-enhancing drugs. Or the fish he's catching over. And again, not to count chickens, but I didn't want to let the secret out of the bag, but I need to tell Derek Brundle that there's a secret tournament in Utah that he needs to get to next Saturday and Sunday.
Where is it?
And it's a secret tournament. You just got to drive to Utah, and then they'll give him information, and hopefully he doesn't find any bass in that state.
I'll tell you what, I'll be somewhere closer because I'll be in Cali next week.
Oh, good.
If there is a mud puddle on the side of the interstate, Derek Brundle's going to catch 85 inches out of it.
Oh, I know. We happened to launch at the same spot up on the Potomac and catch them. Yeah, they just come up schooling for me, and I bust them for about 20 minutes and have my bag, and then just kind of relax the rest of the day.
Well, you know what happened is Bobby Morin taught him the whistle.
The whistle?
Yeah, he whistles a certain way, and they just jump in the boat.
Like a Mario, what was it, Mario 2 with the flute that just kind of dumps you to the next level?
I don't know. Neither one of them have decided to share it with me yet. But he is. He's got one more. If he upgrades one more time, it's pretty much a sure in for him to win the Susky today after finishing second yesterday.
I need an 18 right now.
You were on the Susquehanna yesterday?
Yeah, he's on Susky 2 days in a row. He's on the Susky for 2 days and has 88 3/4 inches of smallmouth.
Yeah, say not only are you beating people, you decide to do it with smallmouth. I bet you can't beat the team next week with spotted bass.
Probably not, because I've never caught a spotted bass ever. We don't have them in Massachusetts.
Just go down to Logan Martin in Alabama. You'll find them. You got it.
They got them in Cali. They got them really big in Cali.
I promised the wife I'd do no fishing while I was in California.
Oh, whoa! Is that like a sin for you?
No, it's cool, man. I'm going to see my kid. I haven't seen her in a year, dude. I'm dying.
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about that. You deserve every bit of that. I'm glad you're getting to do that. I don't know how I did this, but my camera just flipped upside down. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. That was cool.
Wait, now this isn't a fake out of you're not fishing bass in California, and then all of a sudden I'm going to see you down on Lake El Salto in Mexico.
No, next place I'm going to be fishing is East-West Ohio. East-West Harbors in Ohio.
Yeah, they don't have big smallmouth there.
I have no idea. I've never been there.
They do out in the main lake.
Rodney Kennan says Brundle could beat anybody with brim.
Come on, big smallmouth. Let's go.
That's the whistle.
11 minutes, Derek. 11 minutes.
I'm out here. They probably somebody. No, there ain't nobody within sight of me. Probably out here like, why is this dude talking to himself, yelling at himself? I am just in this huge boulder field. Oh no! What do I do? I gotta go to this grass island. High speed. Here we go. Where I exit the boat, I gotta go right across a couple of pieces of ledge right here. Send it.
You can get Derek Brundle's partner on video jumping around his boat.
See, like when my phone went over.
Well, I couldn't get him. His partner, they were actually up for like hours trying to get his partner's Skype to work. His partner has no Skype, no Facebook. We didn't even know if he actually existed until yesterday. We thought it was like, we thought his partner was a split personality.
Oh no. I will say I was more than impressed watching that guy on a boat, trolling motor crank full lot, and he's jumping around from the bow to the stern and not even looking a bit like he's gonna dip over. That dude's got some balance that I've never seen.
There's something in the sweet tea in Massachusetts. I ain't figured out what it is.
What are you talking about me?
No.
They don't have sweet tea in Massachusetts.
That was 50% of the joke, Todd.
No, I didn't get it.
They got them lobster.
The question is do we stay till 6 and fish the Susky, or do we go home and just hope that Wusa doesn't put up a pile of fish at the end of the day?
Go home.
I could make it home by dark.
I'd feel pretty safe going home. They haven't even confirmed each other in the same team for the weekend, so I'd feel pretty safe going on home.
Yeah, I missed a tidbit of information on having to rejoin the team every week.
Well, again, this is our first team's event too, so we're kind of learning as things go on. But we figured that out now, so now everybody knows.
Yeah.
The problem was nobody knew until everybody was on the water.
I busted that 19.5 first thing yesterday morning. And for one, I couldn't submit it, so that started freaking me out. And then Rob decided to freak me out even further, saying, hey, by the way, did it change your identifier when you got added to the team? And that fish was long gone by that time, so I'm like, oh, good, I just lost a 19.5 incher that I don't get a count.
Yeah, I see a couple of fish way up there.
We're working on it on both ends here. You know, like I said, we're trying to bring a little bit of everything into the angling community. The teams event was real interesting, but we had never done it before either. This was actually the first teams event I've even competed in. So, you know, I guess next time that's something that we tell everybody at the beginning. Hey, look, this is going to happen. Don't freak out. Just do this, and you're good to go. Learn by trial and error.
Yes, sir.
Well, I will tell you what, this is my first team event, and it's stressful enough when you're not catching fish, and it's just you to blame.
Are you a veteran too, Mr. Wade?
Yeah, I'm still active.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries.
Yep, I agree.
You have striking similarities to John Cena.
I've never heard that one before.
You're gonna be the John Cena of the KBBT.
That's hilarious.
Every time we bring you on camera from now on out, we're gonna play the John Cena intro music.
That'd be sick.
That's a start. You know, next step is picking your own music. But if you get entrance music, it's all good.
Are you in the regional? The national qualifier.
This is the only tournament I'm fishing right now. I actually, because all the kayak tournaments before you guys started up kind of petered off, I ended up pulling the trigger and buying a little 15-foot aluminum boat and started fishing John boat tournaments that are around this area because that was the only thing that was going on. And then this is the first tournament I fished since I got back in the kayak.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. The national qualifier is starting July 11th. If you win this weekend, you're gonna be fishing that weekend anyways. You only have to win twice to make it to the national championship, and there's only 2 spots left for registration.
Yep.
The national championships for Louisiana?
No.
No,
National
for
championship for everywhere
KBBT.
except Florida and Texas. It's the KBBT national championship.
Well, I will definitely get signed up for that.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my phone. I'll go ahead and send you the link right now. That way you have it since there's so few spots left. I don't want someone watching this to snipe your spot. And Gary, if you're not signed up, hey, take a hold of the other spot.
Yeah, I'm not signed up yet.
Derek, is Derek in?
Of course.
Derek,
You posted it.
Derek was the first one to sign up anywhere.
Nice.
I'm in every tournament out there, dude. Fishing is my cocaine.
Yes, sir.
Let me find it real quick, and I'll send it over to you.
Come on, baby. 5-minute giant. Let's go.
Hey, if not like you said, not counting any chickens, but if you're fishing next weekend anyways, at least this way you have a chance to. Oh wait, that wasn't what I was trying to send you. Ignore that.
Oh, good. I don't want to know what you just subscribed me for.
I don't even know how that happened.
Everybody got it.
By the way, here's the secrets right here.
Oh, there's Robert. All right, now I sent it to you, Jesse.
Okay. I just had something come through, so I'm assuming that's it.
Well, the first message is a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Okay, Rob says send it to him too.
Is he not in it either?
Are you in it already? No, he's not. Not yet.
Better snag it. Better snag it.
There's only two spots left. I just sent it to 2 Virginia boys. That'll close it out right there.
Oh, come on. 3 minutes.
Come on, Derek, get a hook set at least.
Killing me. Killing me, Smalls.
That's hilarious. Killing me.
I know that feeling Derek's going through because I got my 5th fish on the Potomac day 1, submitted it, and I thought the tournament went till 3. I submitted it at like 2:28.
Oh, we did have some updates. Let me go ahead and run through these updates real quick. We've got some Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait, I gotta check something. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Yep, it happened.
24 3/4 inches. Jason Denise just posted a stud.
Wow, that's big.
That's nasty.
Oh. All right, so we're just going to go through the full sweep of the standings here real quick. We got Frogged Up sitting at 199.5 still, taking on Biscuit Brothers, who have managed a small cull for the whole day, 184.25. Then you got the Barbarians moving up into the second best bag at 196, taking on Dad and Daughter, who are at 116.5. Big Fat Sledgehammers at 192.25. And also hold the most combined inches pulled for an entire team, taking on. They're taking on Warheads on Foreheads, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
They're still sitting at 140. Mustache and the Moose Man 183.25, taking on Icky Thumb at 175.25. Starley and Hutch at 181.5, taking on the Tannerock Twins at 147.5. And Hookers for Hire at 177.25, taking on Old Town Catch Crew at 166.75. And A-Team at 170.25, taking on Woosa at 0. And last but not least, Ugly Ducklings at 135.75, taking on Smoking Guns at 124.75.
Now, the A-Team's not getting rollover points for next week, right? Like all the points they didn't use this week, they don't roll over.
Well, that'll do it. Come on.
I think it is going to go down as the biggest defeat in KBBT history. I don't see anybody in singles competition beating somebody by 170 inches anytime soon. Unless we do like a multi-species bracket, I don't see that happening.
Good try, Derek. Good try, Derek.
Woo!
DB! Way to grind, baby.
Now they got a half hour to submit, right?
Yep.
Sitting currently, you are in 3rd place with a tiebreaker. So a second and a third, that goes a long way to getting that DZ KBF to 10 house.
That's 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, 4, and 6. That's good. You gotta be leading AOI in the Northeast.
Derek, anything you want to say to anybody out there? You just wrapped up at the Susky. I know you're tired after 2 days of tournament plus pre-fishing. I know you got a little ways to get home. Anything you want to say to your fans out there, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show, I mean, we pre-fished here on Friday, and I bet I didn't have maybe 60 inches, but we saw the fish here because we're max depth is like 3 feet. So we said, let's just go grind it out. And when you get that gut feeling, there goes one right there. When you get that gut feeling, stick with it. A lot of times your first intuition is your best chance at making something happen.
Well, dude, as it sits right now, in back-to-back days, you have a second place and a third place KBF finish on the same water.
500-yard area.
Congratulations, Derek.
Thank you, sir. It's hot out, man. I'm glad it's over. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know how many there was today. I think there was around 60, but there was like 80 people yesterday. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I took home $1,600 yesterday, and probably take around 600 or 700 today, I would imagine. So
Are you in bonus bucks, Derek?
Yeah, buddy. Yep. Took home $500 in bonus bucks yesterday, and like 1,000 or 1,100 in regular cash.
Right on, buddy.
And you did get hour 7 of Big Bass for the day.
What happened?
Hour 7, you got Big Bass.
Oh, sweet. So there's 50. Conant! I can see him coming around an island up there. Woo!
Biggest bass of the day was 20 3/4 by Jake Harshman.
He's a local dude.
Yep, he's awesome.
That's a pig right there. That's a big smallmouth.
Well, Derek, I tell you what, buddy, you meet up with Conant. Y'all hit the road back home, and y'all have safe travels, buddy, and have safe trip to California next week.
I will, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for doing all this, man. I mean, this is a blast. This tournament style is unmatched, in my opinion. There's no more excitement, I don't think, fishing a tournament than doing it in this bracket style. I'll tell you that.
We couldn't do it without anglers like you supporting us, buddy. So we really do appreciate it. And like I said, y'all, you take that gold home, buddy. Grab them 2 trophies and those checks, and we look forward to having you on camera July 11th, buddy.
Yep, buddy. We'll be on a lake called Snippatuit Pond.
Right on.
Nice.
Ken Wood got an 8-pounder there last year, so we'll see.
Well, good luck to you, buddy, and safe travels home.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
That's a phenomenal guy and a phenomenal angler. Gary, you look like you slowed down a little bit, maybe taking a slower pace with things.
No, I'm moving back down the other side of the lake.
Okay. Jesse's just taking a break, hanging out with us.
I'm about ready to let you guys go to get back to the grind.
All
I
right,
think
buddy.
Rob's going to start casting at me if I don't start casting myself.
All right, buddy. We'll let you get to it. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Good luck. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
And then there was one.
There can only be one.
We're gonna go down the list a little bit more. I'm gonna dial up Matt Frentress, see if he wants to answer for us. And then I'm also gonna try Ben Huffman, who we have yet to talk to. Try to get them 2 boys on.
What's going on, sir?
Ben, your KBBT debut. I don't have you on camera just yet.
That's fine. I'm dealing with a little bit of a weather situation here.
Uh-oh. You staying safe? Is it raining or?
No, just winds picked up and gusting about 20, 25.
Man, I wanted to pick your brain a little bit. I know you're kind of holding your team down right now. Oh, we just got Matt Frentress on here too.
All righty.
Right on, Matt. Got Matt. Oh,
What's up, Matt?
Matt and Charlie
Oh,
are
they
off
done-
the water too.
Did y'all done quit?
What? No, we don't quit.
Dude, it's seriously blowing like 30 miles an hour. I think I had heat exhaustion yesterday. I was throwing up all evening. I was so sick because I got too hot all day. But
That ain't no good.
so we threw up the white flag. We texted Silas and then told him we're cheering for them to get to 200 inches. So hopefully they can make that happen.
Right on, buddy. We'll let you guys get rested up, and we look forward to next time we can have both of you boys in the bracket.
We'll do a little better next time.
We'll be back, but we may not fish 12 hours in Texas when it's 100-something degrees and 100% humidity. Probably not smart on our behalf.
It
Right
gets
on,
rough.
man. We'll holler at you guys later. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Have a good one.
All right. Well, Mr. Ben, we'll get back with you here, buddy. So you're kind of holding your team down. Mark Pendergraft has still yet to really come out the gate.
Yeah, he's been. I don't know. We're fishing the same lake. We were hitting the same areas, and for whatever reason, they just didn't like what he was throwing. So.
But here's the thing. Right now, you have an 11-inch exact lead. Bobby Morin was not on a bite at all this morning. Made the longest lake jump I've ever even heard of. 5.5 hours, 350 miles. He's still not even on the water yet. Probably has another 2.5 hours to go, and then an hour paddle to get to a spot he wants to fish. He's going all or nothing to win or lose it right here.
That's kudos.
Does Bobby have a limit, or is it really small?
Bobby's got 31 inches.
And it's only 11 inch. If he catches
one
fish.
Mark really has to get something going in these final hours. Is Mark still on the water, Ben?
Yeah, he's over on the other side of the lake now. We were just talking a minute ago. I'm stuck back in a little cove right now, trying to stay out of the wind because I don't feel like fighting what's going on out there. So I'm just back here picking these docks apart. And
if Mark can pull together a decent limit at all, with Bobby coming in and having a short amount of time to fish, you've got a real chance to knock out one of the absolute favorites in this competition today. When nobody really picked you guys except for Doc, you guys got a chance to come out as an underdog and completely knock off one of the top contenders.
I'd like to be a bracket buster.
And Pendergraft is the man to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we were out fishing the same areas this morning, and just pulling up on these water discharges, and like every time I cast into a new one, I was pulling up a fish, and so we were just kind of leapfrogging each other around those, and he caught a bunch of white bass and yellow bass, but yeah, it's rough out here now.
Well,
we had two teams in Texas go home due to the wind.
Yeah, I knew it was supposed to be windy. I thought I could beat it though, and I came to the opposite side of the lake that I should have been on, and now I'm just kind of stuck back here.
Well, I tell you what, man, we'll let you get to it, and best of luck to you guys, and we'll see if you guys pull this thing off.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Good luck. Be safe.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.
the guy's only got to catch one fish.
I'm telling you right now,
It's gonna
I was
happen.
not expected to even come close last week. I was sitting at 98 inches and just in an absolute scorcher and wind-blown lake 2 days in a row. You know, I know everybody's got to stay safe and pick their own choices. I don't think I could leave early knowing I was behind. I might could leave early knowing I was ahead. I don't think, regardless of the difference, I could leave early knowing I was behind. That's just me.
Yeah. Now, does Pendergraft and Huffman, do they both have limits?
No, Pendergraft does not have a limit.
So that's where Pendergraft and Bobby are equal.
Right, but Pendergraft has 50 inches and Bobby has 31.
I know, but what I'm saying is it's fish for fish until you got the limit, and then after that, who knows?
Bobby's 62 miles from the lake. He has been hauling. If he's closing the gap that much, oh wait, Eastern time. Duh, he should be. Yeah, that's about right. 2:30 Eastern. It's 1:13 now. 62 miles. That's about what I quoted. So we were in the right ballpark.
So he's going to get there at 3 hours of fish. It's going to be very hard for him to not catch a limit, I think.
Let's give Jason.
And I have some advice for Halem. I know he's not watching, but do you remember that Doug Wilson said in the championship round that he picked up that chatterbait and he's never thrown it before, and they started hammering it?
I don't know if I'm this far behind and needing fish that bad if I pick something up I'm not used to.
Got to do it.
I think
at this point in time you have to.
Well, let's ask the man fishing, Gary. If you knew that you were the reason that your team was behind, you only have 2 fish, you've got to put 3 fish in the boat, and nothing's working, do you pick something up you're not comfortable with, or do you go to a comfort bait?
I go to a comfort bait.
I mean, I go to a comfort bait too, but chatterbait's been proven to work out there on the water, in that same body of water.
But if you're not confident in fishing that bait, you're not going to fish it the way that those fish want it presented.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only thing that I'm looking at.
But if they're not hitting your punching that you've been doing for 2 days, then obviously you're not doing something right either.
You need to punch a different mat. I can't even get started on punching because I don't know the first thing about it.
I don't either.
I look at people punch and I'm like, this looks really boring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This looks incredibly boring. Like, okay, I'm going to drop it in this grass. All right, I'm going to drop it in that grass. Okay, I'm going to drop it 30 times before I move a foot and do it 30 more times. It's just not my thing.
I tried doing that at work and I couldn't do it.
I can't do it either. Jason Starley was unavailable. We're gonna shoot William Brewer a call. I'm just making my way down the standings chart here. So we'll give William Brewer a shot. And then Ben Steele's right behind him. I'm still waiting on Matthew Barnes to message me and tell me he's good to go.
Oh, Maddie. All right.
I think. No. Yeah, Tim Gurley has the lowest Iowa limit, I believe. Yep. Matt Linsenman does have a 5-fish limit at 65 inches. It's just small. His biggest is 13 3/4 is a 5-fish limit.
What is Tim?
Tim has 82 3/4.
Okay. So he's cold.
I actually judged Jonathan Pepin's local team trail tournament yesterday, and Linsenman was in it, and I think he had somewhere around 50 or 60 inches yesterday.
We're going to try to bring... William Brewer didn't answer. We're going to bring on... try to bring on Ben Steele here. Jason Campbell's at 75 inches with 4 fish.
Yellow.
Ben! have your I don't have your camera yet, buddy.
Sparty has joined.
Sparty in the house.
Ooh, that one feels good.
Oh, you know what? I just realized we got competitor versus competitor here.
Yes, sir.
Well, we will as soon as Ben gets his camera going. There it goes.
Stop catching fish.
All right, Ben, I've got your competitor here, Gary Stevens, holding the house down. The whole reason that they've got an 11-inch lead is because this man's almost at 95 inches. But you, sir, have came from the depths with a 5-fish limit today. Oh, I don't know if that might be Greg's froze face. That might do it.
I got that 20.
I think he's unfreezing because I can kind of hear him, but that might be Greg's froze face. I don't know. Greg's was pretty good, but Ben's right now. Yeah.
Greg was blowing kisses.
Did you see Derek Brundle's epic freeze cam earlier?
No.
Oh, dude, it looks like straight out of FLW magazine. It was awesome. Matt Barnes is on the water now, so we'll try a phone call with him here shortly. Ben, if you can hear me, buddy, I think you got service issues. I can't. Your camera's frozen on me. Oh, I guess he can hear me. He just exited the camera there. There we go. He's bringing it back.
Bring it back.
Can you hear me, Ben? Ben?
Nope.
I guess we just don't have service enough to talk to Ben. I was going to do a little angler versus angler interview there.
He's scared.
He's scared.
He ain't never scared.
Let's give Matthew Barnes a call. He can't seem to get Skype to work. We're going to have all of Iowa help him with that.
Who, Matt?
Yep, Matt can't get it to work.
That old man.
He's out there in his new canoe.
Doing new canoe stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Barnes.
How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Good deal. I got, uh-oh. 1 second. I think Gary just set the hook on a fish. No, he didn't. Never mind. I got Gary Stevens and Todd Patrick on here, and we got you on the phone because we couldn't get Skype to work, but don't worry. I have recruited on live every Iowa angler to get out there and help you figure Skype out. Tell us a little bit about your day, buddy. You had a rough start yesterday, but you're sure making up for it today.
Probably the hardest well, I guess I lost one big one, like my fourth cast, and another 18 later on in the day, but big catch, everything else is just tiny.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, today is obviously going a lot better for you. You're up to 83.5 now. You just switched bodies of water, and you still got 5.5 hours left to go, give or take, and you're sitting only 8.5 inches behind. And I'm sure Tommy's looking at you. You've got the easiest bag to call.
Are you down south?
What's that, Gary?
You down south?
Are you down south? Gary wants to know.
Yeah, I'm at Morris.
Yeah, Morris. I'm right next to you.
Where are you
The lake right next to it.
Where's he at?
The lake right next to it.
Oh, right over the back from me.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is you might want to head over there. Gary's got 94 and a half. He's putting up toads.
Here, I've already got 3, but haven't had an upgrade yet.
Well, you know, it's a good feeling when you get to a new body of water, catch 3 off the back. That means they're biting, and a bigger fish, especially with what you've got going on. You know, there could be an easy call around the board, no time at all. Your opponents are both fishing smallmouth. They're already both in the low 90s, so it's going to be harder for them to cull because of those smallmouth. Fishing those largies in Iowa, you know, you guys have a real chance to take down one of the absolute favorites in competition.
I'm working at it. Trust me, I'm working at it.
I'm going to make Todd counted you guys out early. All day long yesterday, Todd said, call it. Mustache and the Mooseman advance. And I said, I don't know if they advance unless they hit 190s. Because I don't feel like, these Iowa boys are just going to lay down. And you are exactly showing us. I'm going to make a prediction here and say we got a barn burner all the way to the end.
I like it to see it tight. And I'm sure it's going to come down to that.
Well, anything else you want to tell us about your weekend, or any shout outs you want to give to anybody, anything like that?
Well, shout out to Iowa.
Hold on 1 second, buddy. Todd, I'm catching you. 1 second here, Matthew. All right, Todd, I muted you for just a second, buddy. It was coming from your mic. It'll pass in a second, I'm sure. Go ahead with those shout outs one more time there, Matt.
Iowa, of course, Tommy Thompson, Tyler Cole, Jeremy Brandis, Mossgill Fishing. That's about it.
No shout outs for Gary.
Thanks, Maddie. We appreciate it.
Hey, one thing I will say, out of all the people we have talked to in 3 brackets now, the Iowa anglers are by far the closest as far as sportsmanship and support for each other. And it is very much apparent every time we have any of you on live. No, I'm starting to lose you, buddy. Is the service getting rough?
It's freaking windy.
I think I lost him. Yeah, I think I lost Mr. Barnes.
Where we are, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so.
Try your camera back on. See if that's whatever hit is over. Yeah, we're good now. It's gravy.
Gravy, baby. Go gravy, baby. Oh, that's Grow Navy, baby.
Let's go Navy, baby. Uh-oh. Has Gary got it? Watch out!
Mother.
Oh, it's the camera curse. Hey,
it wasn't going to cold, though.
Do you have an external battery charger?
No.
Are you watching your phone battery?
I'm good for a little bit.
Okay, well, don't let us kill you out. You still got 5.5 hours, so don't let us drain all your battery out.
I think my brother moved one.
All right, let's see if we can get Jason Campbell on. Let's see if Mr. Jason's still on the water. I've yet to find a Texas angler still on the water. It's 12:30.
It's got to be hotter than hell down there.
It's only 12:30. I wouldn't be surprised to see Matt and Charner back out there this afternoon.
They're done.
Hello.
Jason's on the water.
What's
up, Jason?
All right, y'all.
Good, buddy. Good. I see you got a solid 4 fish limit. Where's number 5 at?
I'm holding it.
You gonna tell us how big it is or make us wait?
It's just a little 18.
18.
A little 18.
Looking for them 21s and 22s, man.
18-incher. An 18-incher puts you at 92?
That's embarrassing.
93. That's not embarrassing on any level.
Well, right, but I knew it was going to take over 100 to beat Mr. Brown, so that's what I'm.
Have you talked to your partner at all? Is he still sitting on the same fish?
I talked to him this morning. He's going to be out of service, I think, today. But I haven't.
So we don't even know what he's got right now.
No, sir. He had 65 inches. That's what he said yesterday afternoon.
You're at 100 with your 18-incher. You guys are at 158 with just that, not counting any upgrades that he's got. That does put you at somewhere in the. He would have had. He's got to call all the way up into the 90s to give you guys a shot.
Right.
But
he can do it. He can do
it, and we've seen him do it multiple times. I know that because I just went back and counted all the KBBT tournaments. So we've seen Matt in the 90s several times, and you still got 5.5 hours to go yourself, and you're pretty known for catching some 20 inchers in some tight knit situations.
Right. Yes, sir. Looking for them 22s though. That's what I need. So.
How's the wind down there, Jason?
It's blowing out of the southeast about 10 to 15. Yesterday, I was fishing South Texas, down there where Silas and Rodman were at. And but I was out in the open, so I was getting beat up.
Right.
Right on. Well, man, all you can do, are you having to hold your phone or do you have a mount for it?
I'm having to hold it.
Okay. Well, hey, we'll let you get back to fishing and try to get it then, and we'll try to get you a mount, this coming up week. That way we can actually get you on camera and watch you fish a little bit.
That sounds good.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck to you, and go out there, grind it out, and don't let these Virginia boys off the water easy.
No, I'm not. I appreciate it.
Have a good one. Be safe out there, Jace.
Hey, y'all too. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm not counting Jason out, but I will say this. I really thought having a Texas guy partnered up with a Michigan guy would make a bigger difference in the North bracket. I'm actually shocked by the numbers that they have put up this week. But then again, it's not over until the bell rings.
Until the fat lady sings.
And it ain't, and it's one of those. It's just going to be. We're just going to have to sit back and see what happens.
Yep.
What I'm really surprised at after the strong surge this morning, absolutely nothing from Silas or Tim. No. I mean, they've been sitting at a half-inch away, for just about all day. I'm going to go ahead and try to get John Halem on here. He answered for us yesterday. Let's see what he's got to say today.
Now, what is their team difference?
For who?
Tanner Rock and their opponent.
I can get that. Carly and Hutch is at 181.5. Tanner Rock Twins are now at 162 3/4. John just caught another fish.
He catches one more fish and it's a game.
He catches an 18-inch fish and it's a game. He catches a 19-inch fish, they're in the lead.
Yep. Wow.
that's John's third fish, I believe. I'm going to go down here and look. That's why I missed him, because he jumped up. That's only his third fish. And it was 18 and whoa, no, it wasn't either. He just threw up a 23 and a quarter.
What?
His third fish was 23 and a quarter. And it's an 8+ stud.
So he's got a 23 and 18 and what?
And
14 and a half?
He's got a 23 and a quarter, an 18 and 3/4, and a 15 and a quarter.
Okay.
Before that 23, he was sitting with an 18 and a 15, and he just threw up an 8-pound stud out of nowhere.
I gotta know what he's throwing. I wonder if he punched that.
Didn't you watch the feed yesterday? Everything he had on was a punching rig. Every bait he had on had like a 5-ounce ocean weight in it. It was like, hey, I don't know if I'm going for a bass or shamu, but here we go.
That's hilarious.
He didn't answer the phone, but man, I know Rodney Kinnon's watching right now. I'd be a little worried. I would definitely be worried knowing he's got 2 fish left to catch and only needs 19 inches to take the lead.
I want to hear Starley and Hutch, knowing that Rodney Kinnon's not out there to upgrade today, that Jason Starley has to do it all by himself.
Oh, we tried getting Jason on the phone there. Uh-oh.
The pressure is got to be on.
Up. No, he lost it again. Buddy,
That would have called.
That's like your third or fourth fish you've lost on camera.
That would have called.
Oh. Oh,
That
no.
That would have called.
Oh, no. Oh, that time it wasn't a fish.
I'll tell you this, New Mexico is a boring state.
Yeah, it is. Stick.
Hey, that one looked like a 3-pounder.
Well, I know where they are.
Uh-oh, Kennon's getting called out. Conrad says, get out there, Kennon. Oh, it's so close, dude.
They're going to end up pulling it out. I have a vision.
Man, something is telling me that Jason Campbell and Matt Lenzeman are going to pull a hat trick. I don't know how. But something that's sitting with me. I think Jason and Campbell and Matt Lenzeman pull out a hat trick. I don't know how. I can't justify it by any means. But knowing now that Jason Campbell is in the low 90s, and Matt Lenzeman is an unknown who we've seen hit 190s or 90s plenty of times.
How many more inches do they got to upgrade to tie?
Hold on. You're making me use the calculator and stuff, Todd. I'm from Arkansas. Let me see here. Cool. I'll put it this way. Matt Lenzeman would have to put up, if Jason Campbell does not call another fish, Matt Kinseman would have to put up 33 inches from his bag total yesterday.
See, and to get, once you hit that 90-inch mark to call up that far, that's why it's so hard to hit 200 inches.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was right. Well, here's the thing. While you're saying that, think about all those 19 and 20-inch smallmouth that we see, or smallmouth / largemouth that we seen Lenzeman catch, including when Greg was up there with him. And listen to Matt Lenzeman's total. 13 and 3/4. 13.
I know, but
13, 12 and a quarter.
I know, but here's the problem. It is 1:36. 3.5 hours he has to call every fish.
He doesn't have service. We don't know if he's already called them all or not. Jason told us he's out of pocket.
If I was in Vegas right now, I'd sign the lease over for a bet that they wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't take it up on the bet, but something is sitting with me telling me about that.
Just like I said yesterday, and it's no disrespect to Tommy and his partner, but at 175.5, I felt like it was over, and they're at 175.25. So we'll see. But there's just no way they're going to hit 183 or whatever. I think that matchup's over. Silas.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Oh, we just figured we'd give you a shout, let you fish a little bit.
Okay.
You going to upgrade a half inch and hit that 200?
Man, we're trying. That's, 18s like back to back, and of course that didn't do me any good.
Right.
So now I'm back to pitching this worm in a little bit of open water. I've been back in the cover quite a bit. So
now, how's the wind affecting you down in Texas? We've had 2 teams in Texas hop off the water. Obviously, you've heard.
Yeah, the wind's been pretty bad. Luckily, we're kind of semi-protected, so it's not blowing us, all kind of crazy. Like, I've just been power poling down. It's kind of been the trick today.
They're completely different weather. Silas looks like he has more of a blue sky, sunny, hot. Gary Stevens looks like he's got a lot of cloud cover. Just kind of chilling, maybe not as hot of a day. Silas looks like he's in a sweat bath.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking pretty good.
I'm going to see if I can't, while we're just kind of hanging out here, I'm really wanting to stay live enough to get Bobby Moore while he's on the water so we can all talk to him about his huge lake jump. Did you hear about that, Silas?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So Bobby was fishing Lake Toho or something in Florida, somewhere over there, and
Winning?
Something went happen.
Does he have one?
No, but I thought he was telling me he caught a big one.
Oh. Well, so Bobby Moore was on a bite this morning that didn't work. So he he realized that he had a chance of losing, told his partner that he was, and told us, hey, I'm loaded up. I'm driving 5.5 hours, 350 miles for an all or nothing finish.
Holy cow. Yeah, I ain't driving no 5.5 hours.
I was like, what? Say what?
Yeah, that's wild.
Their chances at winning rest on Bobby's move.
But the last time I checked, I mean, we really have, right? Like 130 team total. Or is
for Bobby?
Yeah.
Let me see. I think that's about right. The Ugly Ducklings were actually taking them out. Smoking Guns at 124 3/4. Ugly Ducklings at 135 3/4. Neither Bobby or Mark Pendergraft have a 5-fish limit.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get off here.
Okay, take it easy, Gary.
Yep, thank you.
He's been on for a while.
Is Pendergraft is with Bobby Moran?
No, Pendergraft is with Ben Huffman.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean Pendergraft's a stick, so it's
They don't even have a limit yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up about that, but he's normally on them.
I'm gonna see if Robert Brown's still on the water. We'll bring him on to sit here and fish with Silas and see which one of these heavy sticks puts a pig in the boat first.
Marcus.
You still on the water, buddy?
I am.
All right. Well, we got you on here with Silas Garrett. We figured we'd just sit here and see which one of y'all can put a pig in the boat first.
All right. Well, I'm making a move right now.
We'll hang out with you. No big deal. We're just killing time, giving anglers some on the water action, and we had a long talk with your partner earlier. He said he had to go before you started throwing weights at him.
Yeah, I need him to go ahead and be our anchor. He needs to throw up that 105-inch bag.
Well, I'll tell you this, since I just got off the phone a little while ago with your opponent, Jason Campbell. He does have another 18-incher, which puts his total at 93, I believe.
Nice.
He did tell us that Matt Linseman does not have service. He fished a live event yesterday, which is why the small limit came from. But he said he's chasing big largemouth today, like when Greg was up there doing the live feed with him and Jonathan Pepin, where Pepin caught his personal best, and I think Linseman and Greg both had one over 20. Does that make you nervous?
No, I mean, what they do does not affect me. You know, I can control what's in my wheelhouse. It gives me motivation. Motivation to go out and catch a 22 or 23. Man, that 24, that's crazy. What they got caught.
Yeah, 24. And then John Halem, who only had 2 fish on the Tan Rock Twins, throws up out of nowhere a 23 1/4. And now they're they're one 19-inch fish away from taking the lead from Starley and Hutch.
Ah, so he's putting some fish on the board then.
Yeah, he finally threw a monster up.
Is Doug fishing?
I don't know if Doug is, but I know John is.
Well, Doug's probably right next to him, telling him, "Hey, cast right there."
That's what I'll be doing. Oh, I think Silas is frozen.
I'm here.
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Man, my bite is slow.
Same here, man.
I'm about to say Silas hasn't called one since early this morning.
I did break off on
7 fish today.
I broke off on a 20 plus. She decided to do a dance for me and then wrap me up around a brush pile.
Ooh.
Next angler to catch a fish, I'm putting up a $20 bill on it. Let's go.
Oh, Todd doubled the ante.
$20 bill, huh?
$20 bill. Straight to your PayPal. You'll have it as soon as you're done. You have it before you get off the water.
It's got to be over 12 inches.
Yeah. Got to be tournament. Got to be a tournament qualified fish.
Too late. No take backsies. You didn't say that at first.
Bust out the bobber and a worm.
And it has to be alive.
I'm about to grab my beetle spin. Hey, you didn't say it had to be a bass.
He did. He just
he
said
did?
fish.
All right.
Oh, Silas ain't even worried. Silas is opening like a jerky bag or something.
He's gonna he's gonna throw jerky. He's gonna throw jerky on a hook.
Oh, he busted out a big old hook. Robert, he ain't gonna take you down for 20. He gonna smash you for 20.
Well, that's what I was saying. I gotta retie. This is such a big hook for just a little bitty Cinco.
Oh, he went to Cinco. He's gonna get the easy bite. He's like, I know there's a 14. He's like, I know there's a 14 out here about the bite.
Uh-huh.
I'm enjoying the heck. Robert won a $10 fish off yesterday. Never sent me his PayPal, but.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that, didn't I?
You did. I mean, I wasn't gonna say nothing else, but since we're doing round 2.
I like it. I like it.
Well, you guys, yeah, you guys are out there having fun. Just might as well roll with it.
This bite has slowed down so much. Clouds rolled in and my bite shut down. Where you at now? Where are you driving through now?
Me?
Yeah.
South San Francisco, California. Right now I'm in Albuquerque, coming up on Albuquerque, New Mexico.
You're picking up.
Hey, pick me up a California burrito.
What's the difference in California burritos and regular burritos?
It's if I tell you, I'd have to kill you.
I mean, have you been to Mexico? Silas is frozen at the moment, but he'll come back in the camera here momentarily.
Hey, if he comes back with a fish, it don't count. We didn't watch him catch it.
That's funny.
Oh, I was laughing because I got this big old hook on the Cinco and I keep on getting hung.
I don't think there's a fish on there.
Oh, who's in?
He said he thought it was a fish. He hooked that and almost got his glasses.
Here, I'm gonna tell you right now. Did you see those biceps flex? I would be nervous if I was a fish. That fish wouldn't have had lips left. You see them weird fish from Florida that have like a bottom lip that's like 3 inches longer than the top lip. You know why they're like that? Because Robert Brown set the hook.
No, man, I cast it underneath this cypress tree, and my line it went on a limb and it was just hanging in the water. And I lifted up and there's weight. I'm like, oh, there's a fish.
Robert looks like he's in a scorcher today too.
Yeah, man, it's like 94.
Fish.
I can hear Silas and I heard the word fish, but his camera's frozen. I made out the word fish. Yeah, it's still for there you are.
It's a big one.
It's a tree.
You right about that? A tree with a big old water snake in it.
I catch those all the time.
You catch trees with water snakes in them?
No, just trees. Just trees.
Them water snakes are mean, dude.
Wait till you go fish Caddo Lake for the national championship next year for KBF.
Robert Richardson said lip hell. It would have been missing the whole face. That was comment of the week.
Hey, man, I take that Gerald Swindle approach.
Hey, look.
Yes.
I'm out here. I'm in the forest right now. Did Derek get his upgrade?
Nope.
Derek never got his upgrade.
You know what I'm messing up? I need to grab my jig rod.
He's gonna do it to him.
Ooh-wee.
Silas, I can almost guarantee where you're at just based off of your service. He said Robert Brown's the Hulk Hogan of KBBT.
Say what?
He said Robert Brown's the Hulk Hogan of KBBT.
Come on.
Silas, you better put in work, dude. This guy's missing them left and right.
Come on. He had that as soon as it hit the water.
I'm watching in very much detail Silas retying because it's in slow motion.
I don't even see Silas's camera anymore.
I've got his camera still.
Oh, on my part it just says SG.
That's all you need to know.
SG in the house?
He said he had to go to one of them rough spots so he could catch a fish for us. See, there's his camera. He's moving. Slowly, it goes in and out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming in and out, but you're making progress. You just keep fishing. At this rate, Robert's gonna catch enough fish to make 18 inches worth of lip before you put one in the boat.
You get anything over there?
At 1 p.m., you should add another angler to it, and then the pot goes to $30.
Oh, another angler, another $1, another $10. Well, Todd, it's your call at 1 p.m. Who would you like me to try on here? You want me to put on Rodney Merritt?
I think Tommy Thompson deserves a chance.
They don't want to go against Rodney Merritt.
Rodney Merritt will catch 3 fish.
Uh-oh. Silas is cranking.
No, it's the wind pushed me.
I just seen him bear down on that reel. And I just see Robert Brown's net go. Oh, he's got
Robert Brown!
He didn't say anything.
He mic dropped it.
Oh, boy.
Nice fish, brother.
Good job, man.
It ain't an upgrade.
It's not.
Nice fish, Rob.
Hey, let's go to the left of the ramp.
18.
18. Well deserved 20. I need that. I need that PayPal.
I gotta add that to now. Robert Brown just tied #1 for the catch board with Rodney Merritt.
We need that PayPal info, Robert.
Yeah, I'll put it up. I need a 20.
I think I'd like to start doing that more often.
We did 2 of them yesterday. First one for the day today, and we'll probably get another one going in just a second here.
As soon as money starts coming in for me, I'd like to do one every segment.
You can just send the money to me if you want. I'll take it. I'll start a GoFundMe.
He's gonna start a GoFundMe. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to pay y'all.
Where the big girls at? Hey, all I had to do was pick up that jig rod, right?
I told you. I just went ahead and sent a search for Jason Denise. It's coming up as Jay Denise on Skype. Conrad wanted me to give him a shot.
Conrad's at home barbecuing with his family.
Is Conrad not fishing it right now?
No. Their team forfeited. Well, wave the white flag. Surrendered.
Oh, weather? Boaters, what?
Yeah, high winds. Same for Silas's team that he's facing. They surrendered to the wind as well.
At 1 o'clock, I still wouldn't be surprised to see them two come back on the water.
You did hear Matt French say he was throwing up all night last night.
Do you hear the wind with him right now? I can hear Silas's wind.
Yeah, it just started blowing like crazy.
You need us to let you go? You need us to let you go?
No, I mean, I'm drifting back towards the ramp. It's kind of like protected on that side.
You know what? I say we get 2 more anglers in here and have 4 guys fish off for $40.
Oh snap!
Stakes just keep going up.
Robert Brown, hey, and Robert, the cool thing is, since you're the defending champ, you get to stay for another chance to win.
Well, hey, we'll let Silas stick around too. I'm gonna call Tommy Thompson.
Uh-oh.
Let me see who else I have here. We'll try another winner yesterday. We'll try William Brewer.
I was going to say Tommy Thompson, or maybe you could get Eric Polins.
I tried Eric earlier. He didn't join in.
Okay.
Hey, Tommy. Tommy, you there with us? I said he accepted, but I don't have any audio or camera from him yet.
He's showing on my screen.
I just have a blue TT.
That's what I got.
Tommy, see what your camera's got going on, bud.
Who else did he try to call?
I haven't yet. Oh, Tommy Thompson left. All right. Here, I'll try Eric Polins for you one more time. And I'm going to try William Brewer. Hey, just to let you guys know, if you catch one while I'm setting it up, it doesn't count.
What if it's a 24?
If it's a 24, I'll send you $5 for a courtesy fee. If Silas catches
we can start setting it up. Every fish that gets caught over 22 inches gets an extra $50 bonus.
Hey.
Who's funding this?
Well, Greg can pay for it.
Hey, there we go.
I hear you, Silas.
I am backing that up. I am backing that up. You heard it from Silas's mouth himself. Every fish caught over 22 inches for the rest of the tournament, an extra $50 bonus. Coming from Greg Nozar's pocket, according to Silas Garrett. And Greg just tuned in.
How about that, Greg?
Greg, you screwed, buddy.
Everybody's throwing swim baits.
You better take Florida and Texas out of it.
Greg's gonna go home from vacation early. All right, no answer from Eric. We got William Brewer on.
Hey,
Mr. Brewer.
We're here to play. You ready to play the game, Will?
Oh man.
Hey, we're gonna get
Put me up against Silas.
We're gonna get a 4-man fish off. First 12-inch bass first 12-inch or bigger bass is $40.
Yep. So that we're gonna call it the 4x40.
4x40.
I like that.
I got 3 people in at the moment. Let me see who else I can get on here real quick.
Hey, is my a little bit better today?
Your camera's coming through clear if that's what you said.
Yeah, I changed video settings. I had it set on like 4K or something. Maybe that's why I wasn't streaming so well. So I changed it resolution.
Yeah, 1080p or 720p is perfect.
I tell you what, let's see if Tim Gurley's back on the water.
You got to put him up there, huh?
Yeah, well, it's either him or Danny Gann.
Or Rod Merritt. You guys don't want to go against Rod Merritt.
Rod doesn't have enough service to last that long. That's the only reason I haven't called him.
William, if you missed out, Robert Brown just won $20 for going head-to-head versus Silas on first fish caught.
Hey, Will, how you doing today, man?
He said, how you doing today, Will?
Fine. I've been up since 4:30 on Friday. I'm extremely tired.
Can we seriously not find another angler?
I'm ringing on Tim Gurley at the moment. Tommy Thompson didn't have service or something, and he just exited out. I mean, I could end the whole thing real quick and bring Rod Merritt in, but he would have to catch one within 3 minutes because then his service is out.
You said you tried Jay Starley?
I didn't try Starley. I'll try him again. Shoot him a call. What, Bob?
Hey, Will, you got your limit today?
Yeah, he's got his limit today.
What about?
Will's freezing up a little bit on us. There he goes.
What about Silas's partner?
We tried him. He didn't answer.
Yeah, he doesn't have very good service.
Oh,
Tim. Yeah, we tried Tim earlier too. I thought for some reason I thought you were saying Conrad's partner, but I did try Tim just earlier, and he didn't answer either.
Hey, I'm gonna smoke. You guys want me to turn the camera off?
No. If you want to, I mean, Tommy,
well, what are you smoking?
That would be the better question.
Oh, what am I smoking? I'm in the military. You know what I'm smoking? Cigarettes.
Oh,
yeah, you can smoke a cigarette on camera. That's your own deal. It ain't no skin off my bone. Danny Gann, no answer.
Nobody wants in on this?
Oh man, I might have to get Jesse Wade to just put his camera down in his boat.
Don't do that. He's catching them right now.
Look, I'm gonna try Jason Campbell.
There you go. He deserves it.
Audio's going to be a little nuts because of wind and whatnot, but we'll make it work. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. We got something going on we're curious if you want to be a part of.
Okay.
We got a 4-man fish off. First person to catch a fish on camera over 12 inches gets $40.
All right.
If you can find a spot to put your camera in your boat where we can watch you and you can fish, you're in.
All righty. Let me see what I can do.
Stick us in a cup holder, whatever you got to do, and we got our 4-man limit.
All right.
there's 12-inch fish starting now. Hey, Todd, can you do me a favor, buddy, and just, you can stay on the call, just turn your camera off so I can have all 4 of them on? Just wanted to kick, oh, there we go. I got it fixed. You're good. I just had to bring Silas back down. We're good to go now. We got all 4 of them on. William Brewer's a little frozen at the moment, but he'll fix that with him. Let the games begin.
Hey, if nobody catches one, everybody gets $10.
If nobody catches one, y'all all owe me $10.
I'm losing you. My service is going out. I didn't hear that.
Oh man.
We got 2 Texas and 2 Virginia anglers all going at it for $40 on the pot.
All right, Will, we gotta get it done.
I'm just Virginia versus Texas, man. It's hard to fish against Robert, man. I know he's probably sitting on him.
Oh my goodness! I thought Robert just set the hook, but he didn't get nothing in. He's hung up.
I got a nice thump, and then I got wood.
Just go ahead and break it off, man. You don't want to scare them. Go ahead and retire, Robert. Take your time, too.
Yeah, probably
Sure.
Mel Brewer actually won a $10 fish off yesterday, and then right after sent us a message donating that to the Sherman Bishop tournament. We really do appreciate that, buddy. Just go ahead and give you props on that one.
Yeah.
I didn't break it off. We're good.
I'm actually interested to see who cranks one in first. Will Brewer's working out a bird's nest. That's always a good start. You know what we call that is time not fishing.
No, it's not. My lure's out there, man. That's called me eating a Pop-Tart.
Stoking the bait, right?
Exactly. That was planned, bird's nest. I plan them every now and again to keep things interesting. Oh. Got the wind working.
Come on, baby. Papa needs some new shoes.
Greg Nozar said if he's paying $50 for every 22-inch fish, membership fees just doubled.
It's only $40.
Hey, are we grandfathered in?
That's a good question.
loud over there. It's scaring on my fish board. All that flash. Why you pick almost midday, almost the hottest part of the day to do a challenge?
Gotta make it tough, right?
30, 45 minutes between catches. Looks like I got one now.
It don't count.
Out. Oh, the rod's
There we go. No, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good.
Oh no, he's
Just saw me.
That rod is bent.
1100.
I think she just spit at us.
Come on, 12-incher. Get it in before he gets that one.
It is first one in the boat.
Oh, get down, get down, get down.
Jump off.
That's a fight there, dude. He's locked in. Silas is locked in on camera.
Oh.
Oh, he's locked in with a good one.
Like you got him.
There's the net.
Oh, there she goes. Woo! Can y'all see that?
Oh, it's in the net. I want to see him hold this thing up.
Good job, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, is that an upgrade, Silas?
Dude, this is definitely an upgrade.
Just tell us how much it goes and we'll let you go. God, look at that thing. You might take Brewer's record away.
Hell no.
Like a cow.
Less than 20.
The record's 20 and a half.
Oh, this is over 20 and a half.
I'll get out of here. Cut the camera.
I thought Brewer had a 22.
No, it was a 20 and a half. We went back and looked.
Okay.
Oh, boy. That would be 22.
Oh! Smoked it!
That's the one I lost yesterday.
All right, Silas, we'll let you get off and measure, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Good job. Hey, good catch, Silas.
I appreciate it.
Get you on the next one.
Dude.
Nope. That was exciting to watch.
Wow. Wow.
Swimming a worm, huh?
Jeez. That was a fight there.
That's going to be a tough one to beat live, man.
You got that right. 22-incher. Look, every bit of at least 6. All right, boys. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let y'all get back to fishing. I'm gonna give another angler that hasn't had any airtime today a chance, and good luck to all 3 of you.
Thank you, man.
All right. It's good fishing against y'all. Good luck.
Good luck.
Woo, time. You're muted. You're muted. You're still muted. There we go. Uh-oh, we lost Todd. We'll call him back. No, Todd. Bad call. That was the wrong call. He just called the whole group. That is not what we wanted. All right. Well, Todd's locked into that group. I'll let him handle that. Let's try getting Mr. Denise on. All right, there we go. See if we can get Mr. Denise on. There we go. Mr. Denise.
Hey,
Putting the hurt on him out there, Mackerel Man.
hey, the grind enough.
Oh, your service is a little spotty there. There we go. We got you.
Yeah, it's real bad over here.
Man, your KBBT opener here. We just watched Silas Garrett pulling a 22-incher on live camera, but you, sir, had just put up a 24 3/4 earlier, I think it was. How much that fish weigh?
Just shy of 9.
Just shy of 9 pounds. Is that your personal best? That one beats the heck out of Greg's frozen
8.7.
face. I got you back, I think. Now, you there? Oh, we got you now.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So was that your personal best?
No, it's real close though.
Well, is that your personal best in a kayak tournament?
Yes, in a tournament, yeah.
All right. So we're going to count it up as a PB. Conrad says he likes the Mackerel Man nickname. Oh, we got spotty signal with Mr. Denise. Oh, we got you back now. Yes, it seems like it's a real spotty area for you. Had him back. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. You're moving now.
You there? Yeah.
I got you now. Yeah, you're in a rough spot, buddy.
It's real bad up here. Even uploading the fish, it takes about half an hour.
Uh-oh. Well, we lost him altogether that time. We'll try reaching out to him a little bit later. Let me see if I can get Todd on the phone now. Maybe get Todd on the phone. No answer from Todd still. I'll message him, make sure he's still not locked into this call. "22-incher. Wow. 22-incher. All right, Todd said he's not on a call. Let's try calling him back again. I don't know why it's not working now. Y'all got me. This whole Skype thing is crazy. See if he can just give me a shout real quick. We can talk about it. But I do have notice Bobby Morin has arrived. We're going to bring him on camera in just a minute. Todd!
Yeah, what's up, Bubba?
Dude!
What a tank, though!
22-incher to smash it.
And to put a nail, well, the nail was already in the coffin, but to get that 200, they're over 200. They're like, what, 202?
203.
203. Biggest team bag of the tournament so far.
Smashed it, dude. And broke the record for the biggest fish caught on camera with KBBT by 1.5 inches.
Impressive.
Silas Garrett just smashed it. That is a solid. What a way to win $40.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna see if we're gonna bring Bobby Morin on. Bobby is finally on the water, and we need to pick his brain. He's the last angler we've got to bring on today, and we need to pick his brain a little bit. If he'll answer for us. He might still be moving. We'll give him a little bit of time, but that's one I've been waiting on. We did a couple more fish offs today. I think that's something we're going to keep on trucking with. I like these fish offs.
I think that during dead times of fishing, it gives a little bit of motivation to keep at it.
Absolutely.
Let's see here.
Absolutely.
So can we get a score update
on everybody?
Yeah, I'd run it down and give individual accolades to or updates too.
So we got Frog up at 203 inches. Tim Rodman at 103 1/4. Silas Garrett newly improved at 99 3/4. Taking on the Biscuit Brothers at 184 1/4. Charner Williams at 95 3/4. Matt Frentress at 88 1/2. Then you got the Barbarians. Conrad Benetti, or as we like to call him, Cheeto Man. 98 1/4 paired up with the Mackerel Man. 97 3/4 at a combined 196. Taking on Dad and Daughter, William Frentress at 68 1/2. That'd be Dad. And Daughter, Katie Williams, with 48 inches, 116 1/2 combined. Big Fat Sledgehammers. Robert Brown just called as soon as we got off the phone. He is now at 100 1/4.
Good job, Rob.
Jesse Wade at 93. That brings their total to 193 1/4. Taking on the Warheads on foreheads. Jason Campbell is actually at 93 inches. He does have an 18-inch kicker. Matt Linseman currently at 65 with a combined total that's going to be 158. Then you got Mustache and the Moose Man. Eric Polenz at 93 1/2. Rod Merritt at 90 1/4. A combined 183 3/4. And check this out. Tommy Thompson and Matt Barnes have a combined 183. It is a 3/4 of an inch away.
Who caught the big upgrade?
Matthew Barnes is sitting at 91 1/4.
So he just caught like another giant, or he had a couple upgrades. What happened?
I'm looking right now. He
caught a
21 incher.
Yeah, he had that. He had the 21. That was his first upgrade.
Another 21 incher. Unless it's a Duke fish. Let me look at both photos just to make 100% sure. No, that's two different ones.
Good job, Barnes.
I'm pretty sure that's two completely different fish.
Good job, though, and I will always give props where it's due. Great job.
Yeah.
Now do they got big fish between them, or does Polenz and Merritt have big fish? I would assume Iowa has big fish.
They absolutely have big fish.
If they get 3/4 of an inch's upgrades due to a tie, they would win.
Correct.
It's
Bobby,
going down for real.
Bobby, bear with me
I love
1
it.
second here, Bobby. I'm going over the updated standings, and then we're going to pick your brain a little bit. So if you just want to throw your camera on and put us in your phone mount, we're gonna pick your brain here in just a second. Starley and Hutch, William Kennan, 96 3/4. Jason Starley, 84 3/4 at 181.5. Taking on the Tannerock twins, Doug Wilson at 105.5, John Halem at 57 1/4, a combined 162 3/4.
John's caught one fish today, correct?
Yes. Hookers for hire, Gary Stevens at 94.5, Tim Gurley at 83 with a combined.
Jason?
What's that, Bobby?
Oh, no, I'm talking to Jason, Denise.
Oh, is he out there with you?
Yeah, he's coming in. I'm going out.
We tried to get him on camera. It wasn't working.
Trying to get you on camera. All right. All right, sir.
All right. And we had the Hookers for hire 177.5 taking on Old Town Catch Crew. William Brewer's got 84. Ben Steele at 82 3/4 with a combined 166 3/4. Then we've got the A team, Derek Brundle, 88 3/4, Matthew Conan at 81.5 with a combined 170 1/4, taking on Team Woosa, who's at 0. Then we've got the Ugly Ducklings, Ben Huffman at 85 1/4, Mark Pendergraph at 50-50 with a combined 135-75, taking on Smoking Guns, Danny Gans, 93 3/4. Bobby Moran's 31 inches with a combined 124 3/4. And we have Bobby Moran here with us now. Bobby, I still don't have you on camera.
Oh, hold on.
Bobby,
Got me now?
We got you now. Bobby, you broke a record today. Longest lake hop in history known to man. 5.5 hours, 350 miles, roll tide.
Roll time, baby. It was actually from lake to lake, 362 miles.
Woo.
Hey, Bobby.
Yes, sir.
3.5 hours.
Yes,
One fish gives you the lead. Can you do it?
I'm going as fast as my little boat to carry me to the other side.
Bobby, what's your game plan when you get over there?
Jig. Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Hey, is that a Picasso lure? Is that Picasso?
No, actually, that is Z-Man jackhammer, Bruce Pumpkin.
Okay. Now, Bobby, you're in Florida.
Yes.
If your teammate's Doug Wilson, he's got 105.5, and you're John Halem with 50-some inches, and your punch bite has been he's got one fish today, would you, even if you're not confident in a jackhammer, pick it up and throw it to try to catch one more decent fish to put you over the top during a weekend where you just struggled?
Oh.
If you see what I throw this weekend, I pick up and throw whatever I got to throw. If I got to go punch, and I ain't punched since probably 2005, I'm going to go punch. I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to do to get that W.
I think a fair
So
way
Bobby agrees with me.
I think a fair way to ask it is, if you need 3 fish and you're the reason your team is losing, do you pick up a bait that you're not comfortable with, or do you pick a bait that even though people are saying are catching the fish, or do you stick with your comfort zone even if it's not working and grind it out?
Well, I guess you could answer it this way. Knowing what was on the line this weekend, I was on Lake Talquin up out of Quincy, Florida yesterday and this morning, and now I'm down on my home waters. I'm doing what I got to do to get the W.
So even if he goes out of your comfort zone, you're doing it to get whatever it takes to get the W.
He went to his comfort zone. Kenansville's Bobby's comfort zone.
But I went out of my comfort zone up there to fish. So yeah, you do what you got to do.
I feel like Bobby's agreeing.
You know what? It don't hurt. It don't hurt to pick up something you're not comfortable with and at least try.
I agree.
I'm just gonna give. I'm gonna give the agreements to Todd because no one else has agreed with him, so he deserves this. We're just gonna leave it at that.
But here's the thing. You have to be versatile in a tournament setting.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you stay stubborn and stick to something and it fails, by you not being versatile, it could have potentially cost you. So that's why if I'm John Halem, I'm throwing a chatterbait until the end of the tournament.
Conrad Benetti also agreed with you on the comments just now, so you also have that. Here's my philosophy on it. If, because all of y'all know, I tried a lot of things throughout the KBBT that I've never done before to pull out a victory. But if I was in a situation that Doug Wilson and John Halem are in right now, where Doug Wilson's got 105 and John Halem has half that, if I'm John Halem at this moment in time at 234, I'm going, regardless of how it's worked throughout the entire weekend, me personally, I'm going with the bait that I have absolute the most confidence in because I'm going to fish that bait the best. That's what I would do. You would have to assume at this point he has tried something he wasn't comfortable with already.
Yeah, but it ain't worked all weekend, so what? Yeah, but if it's already not worked all weekend, what's it gonna hurt to try something else?
I agree. That's where I'm at.
But you got to think at this point in the ball game, he's had to have already went out of his comfort zone at some point. You would think that would have already happened, with only 2.5 hours or so left out of 24 hours to fish. You'd think that move would already be made.
Yeah, 3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours to go.
That's what I'm basing it off is the time frame. I would have already made that move at some point. At this point, I'm going to whatever I've got the most confidence in and covering ground.
Yeah, but if it ain't worked all weekend, I mean, how good could his confidence be at this point in it?
All right, that's where that phrase comes from: live or die. We all have a live or die bait.
We'll see how it works.
Got that says can't never could.
Hey, tell me that jackhammer's not your live or die bait when it's a tough day.
Oh no.
Oh,
no,
well,
I got my Texas rig. Now, do I like my jackhammer? Absolutely. But is it the only thing I can throw and I've got comfort or that I'm comfortable with? No.
If you had one bait choice and you had to live or die by that bait, what would it be?
Wacky worm.
I'd go with my wacky worm.
He went with the wacky worm. I would honestly have a tough time deciding between a wacky worm and a fluke. But I just feel like a wacky worm is one of the most...
Platinum jig would be my two picks.
Oh, you can take a wacky worm to almost any body of water in America and pull a fish out on it. It's just that versatile.
Yep.
Yep. So if something's that versatile, why would you not make sure that that's one of the things in your arsenal that you're comfortable with? You can't limit yourself to just one bait that you're comfortable with. You got to branch out, and you're not going to get comfortable if you don't start fishing.
I agree with that completely. Again, my opinion was just going off of the time frame. I feel like when I'm in crunch zone in the final hours, even if it hasn't worked yet, we've thrown plenty of baits 100,000 times and not gotten a bite during a day. I'll use when I was at the KBF event in Oklahoma with Marty Hughes, for an example, the one that I skunked in. I picked up a wacky worm at the very end of the day with 2 hours to go and missed like 3 or 4 bass, and Marty caught 2 as soon as he seen me doing it. He switched to a wacky worm as well. And, you know, that's what I went to. I went to a liver dice. I'm going to throw this wacky worm for the rest of the day because that's the bait I had the most confident in. But I had tried 1,000 other techniques all throughout the day. And I said...
But now, yeah, but if you'd have thrown that wacky worm 100 times and not even got a nibble on it, would you have stayed with it or would you have
I
switched
did.
up?
I had that wacky worm on all day long. And I never got a bite on it besides a catfish there until the very end of the tournament. I went back to throwing it because that was my comfort bait. That's the example I was trying to show. I did go outside my box. I was throwing a jerk bait. I was cranking in spots that I wouldn't normally crank. You know, I even tried a swim jig. I went way out of my comfort zone in Oklahoma, and nothing was working. So I went back to the wacky worm at the end of the day, even though I fished it for the whole first half without success.
It's like when my man Sherman, when we're out here, we'll come out here and fish just to fish, and he'll be throwing the same jackhammer I do, and I'll be throwing my wacky worm, and we'll just about go fish for fish. I'm just as comfortable with my wacky worm as I am throwing my jackhammer.
Bobby, I just think you're comfortable. Oh my God, we have an update. Matthew Barnes just called again. Icky Thumb has taken the lead. It is now 185 1/4 to Mustache and the Moose Man's 183 3/4.
Will he catch another 19 or 20 incher?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Good job, Matt.
He caught an 18.
Good job.
He caught an 18.
I will eat crow on the reveal show tonight if that stands true. Good for them.
At 18.
Look at Iowa just continuing to show out. Good job.
I mean, absolutely. You're now looking at, what is that? That's a quarter. That's a half inch. So an inch and a half.
Yeah, but they have big bass kickers, so they can't tie. They got to win. Mustache and the Moose Man.
They would have to get an inch and 3/4 to do it. Let's see who has the easier fish to cull here.
Merritt.
Oh, and Merritt's got the smallest limit. Yeah, Polenz would have to call out an 18. Merritt's got a 17 1/4. If Merritt can pull off, he's got 3 18 1/2s. If he can pull out, you know, one more 18 1/2 and, you know, an 18, it's right back in there. And Merritt did just throw up that 18 1/2 here recently because it's not even, I don't even think it's verified yet. So that was a newer one that hit the board. You know, it's still possible he's got a decent bite going. Bobby, I tell you what, you covering ground, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, he's covering ground and water.
Make this talking live on here right now. How's fishing business? Not good. They said it ain't been good out here today. That's all right, though. Got to have faith.
It don't matter how big they are. If you catch if you get a 12-inch fish.
One legal fish. One legal fish is all you need.
Hold on, man. It's going to get loud. I got an airboat coming by.
Woo! Everybody got to see that. Why that hang in there for Icky Thumb, though? Like, Icky Thumb hasn't had the lead at all this entire tournament and takes it back at 1:42 Central Time. And Tommy Thompson hasn't done much at all today, but Matthew Barnes has culled 10 inches of fish. 10 inches by himself.
Yeah, they came in at 173 or 173 and a quarter to start the day.
Yeah, Tommy Thompson had one call early, I think, and then ever since then it's been the Barnes train.
Did Bobby jump off his boat?
No, I got to adjust my trolling motor.
I was going to say, it looks like you jumped off your kayak. Screenshot that.
I was waiting to see Bobby floating. We got Greg Nosar in here. What's up, Greg?
Let's go, Icky Thumb. Did I not tell you what was going to happen?
Oh, this is This is what's going on.
Come
now.
on. I was the only guy. Come on, guys.
Hey, don't count out the Smalley boys yet. It's still early.
Listen, I haven't been wrong at all, pretty much all weekend long. It's been a pleasure to be the analyst, the real true analyst of this group. Come on. Let's go, guys. I just talked to Tommy Thompson. He's pumped up, dude.
The real true analyst. The real true analyst. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Mr. Road Trip, I'll let you keep on and enjoy that since you were the only one that picked them. I'll let you I'll let you talk all this smack.
Listen, let me tell you, they ain't done. They ain't done. I know where Tommy's fishing, and Tommy ain't done upgrading.
Well, here's what I'm looking at is there's a storm front coming over towards Maine right now. That could produce a bite for Maine. One thing we have yet to see Rod Merritt do that we did see him do a lot in the singles event is, consistent 19s. So, I really, like I said earlier to Todd, I never thought it was out even when he did yesterday. I think this one's going to be a barn burner all the way to the end, and I think last call is what's going to take it.
Well, the gentleman you have on your screen right now, man, you got to do it, Bobby. Come on now. Don't travel all that way and not catch a fish.
Yeah, Bobby, if you don't catch a fish, Greg's not an analyst of the year anymore.
I need you to catch a fish, Bobby.
Oh, absolutely, sir. Out of the lake now where we get into some water where we ain't got quite so much grass.
I'm super excited, man. I'm telling you, this stuff is so fun to watch, man. And, to see Matt Barnes, upgrade like that, man. And look, what's really cool about it is, when you go see where these guys are fishing and you kind of get a sense of what's going to happen and all that stuff, man. It's just cool to see. By the way, today was a great trip with some really great fishermen, Chad Schaefer and Joe Douglas. Talks with them, man. Again, just awesome guys, man. So thank you guys for coming meet me and fishing with me today. It was great, man. It was a lot of fun. The wind gusting up to 35 miles an hour didn't help.
Did you see Silas's catch?
No, I didn't.
Bro, we had that four-man fish off for $40. And it was Silas Garrett, Jason Campbell, Robert Brown, and William Brewer. Mm-hmm. And Silas Garrett closed it with a 22-inch, 6 to 8 pounder caught on live camera.
Are you serious? I gotta take a look at that, man. Holy crap!
Put him up to 203 total inches for the week.
Well, there goes our prediction that 200 ain't gonna fall.
I'm taking an L with you on that one.
Yeah, but there's not 4 200s.
You're right. There's one.
Yeah. But that's impressive, man.
Dude, not only smoked William Brewer's 20.5 inch, but also took home a $40 pot while doing it against four other sticks.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. It's just fun to watch, man. Kudos to that. I saw, Richie. I recorded this morning. Richie caught a 6-pounder over top me and Shad. We threw in there, and Richie throws a crankbait, 6 cents crankbait with a red belly on it, and winds up catching a 6-pounder. Incredible, man. Some people just have that luck.
I seen that this morning. That was an incredible fight video.
Yeah.
You watch
Yeah,
him
it was.
get thrown the net, then thrown a hog trough, then thrown a scale. Richie didn't come prepared at all today.
Well, we're fun fishing, man. You know, it's not like we're tournament fishing, but it's all good, man. He's a heck of a fisherman, man. He's a heck of a fisherman. That's all I can say. So, but I'm excited, man. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great reveal show for sure.
Oh, dude, it's going to come down to the wire. We got a chance right now for both the Iowa teams to advance.
Yeah, which I didn't see happening, man. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think Gary and Tim were going to do it, but it looks like they may.
You picked them to win.
I picked. Did I pick them to win?
You picked them over Old Town Catch Crew.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess
because
I did. Yes, I did.
You were worried about Ben Steele.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. I did pick them to win. You're right.
I'll tell you the two that I'm really watching today. I'm going to be watching Mustache and the Moose Man and Icky Thumb. That's the one I'm really going to be looking at. And then Tanner Rock Twins and Starley and Hutch.
What about the Biscuit Brothers? I mean, how far are they behind Frogged Up now?
Biscuit
it's got to be like 10, 12 inches, right?
16, 17, 18, 19.
Wow.
19 inches behind them. And I'm also
that's hard to come back.
I'm also watching the Ugly Ducklings and Smoking Guns, because if Bobby don't catch a fish, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one right there, man.
You got him and Mark Pendergraft both on the water. Neither one of them have a 5-fish limit.
That's crazy to me, man. And what about Team Musa?
I knew that Kyle Burns was on the water. He fished all day yesterday, broke off 2 fish and never got another bite. And then he's been on the water. He said, I've got to go. Just about an hour ago, the wind was gotten so bad here, the lake was just blown out. He just has had a rough weekend, but he never gave up until about an hour ago. He just couldn't take the wind anymore.
Oh, trust me, I know. It's blowing 30 right now here.
And he's out there in a new canoe Flint in the middle of a giant lake. So, he's in a small boat trying to take on probably, I would guess, from 2 to 3 footers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was dangerous out there today, man, for us. It just got to be crazy. So, yep, crazy, especially on the back part where the dam was. It's just nuts. Well, guys, enjoy the broadcast. I'm gonna rest up here a little bit, try to get ready for the reveal show and all that good stuff, and it's gonna be fun, man.
What time's our reveal show tonight, Greg?
7 Central, 8 Eastern.
Right on. Well, I've been broadcasting for 4 hours today. I'm going to take me a little bit of a power nap before we get to that point. And so thanks, everybody, for coming on. This is Marcus, Greg, and Bobby Moore, and we're out.
Yep, we're out.